Okay guys, this is Advanced Micro Devices here, but this video it's been so many good people making interviews lately. Cody, SNAFU Radio, Ole Dammegard, really good people, really trying to help change our country for the better, and we are doing it. The official Hagmann report, good guys, Truth Revelations, Rachel McIntosh, Cabin Talk, really good people here, all of them. Sage of Quay Radio, Caravan to Midnight, John B. Wells, and with some special advice for Cody to really protect himself. Really good guy who was involved in some not so good stuff years ago, but now he's turned around, he's on the right side, he's doing good with good morals, and he's trying to help stamp out that corruption. So Cody is of great value, and he has to live, and he will. So I'm going to give my advice to Cody. There's a lot of good stuff up on counterharassment.com. I was making this video to show you and tell you big difference between a physical confrontation where you have to physically move fast and yes, breathe hard and all, run quicker. No, just the opposite with internet harassment. It's staying calm, ignoring most everything of the harassment, not believing most of it because they'll make up lies. With internet harassment, they try to get you angry, they try to get you scared. None of it works if you stick with your own goodness and love and don't buy into it. I got to tell you, Cody especially, there can be phone harassment, but you probably have a lot more agencies protecting you right now than trying to harm you, because you're siding with the sitting president. You have to remember that. We have Trump in office now, and you're definitely an asset for him, 100%. He's in charge. His people are in charge of the NSA, CIA, and everything. There might be some corrupt little people in there, little division here and there might not be so cool, but believe me, the goodness reigns and rules, and you are way more protected than you are vulnerable, okay? That's what I learned years ago when I got just like crazy phone harassment that really could only have been done by a corrupt person in one of the intel agencies. This very crazy phone harassment, like trying to drive me nuts type of stuff. I actually recorded I had a tape recorder to get some of it on tape, but anyway, and then this big superstar, rock stars, people came in to protect me. But that's when I learned that there could be other agencies, and there is. In your case, I guarantee there's probably DIA, NSA, CIA, green light protecting you, and you know what they're watching for? Who harasses you? Where does the phone harassment come from? They immediately begin tracing it, backtracing it to find out, because those are the people they're going to start looking at and then very likely arresting for some thing or another, or find out who's paying them, okay? The main point I want to make, Cody especially, is internet harassment is so different from real-life physical harassment, opposite in many ways. Like I was saying before, if you start to come under even phone harassment, you don't move quick. You cannot. That's how you lose. Just the opposite for internet harassment. Just the opposite. You're going to stay calm and ignore it and slowly think about exactly what happened and what email you got and what you had sent yourself a day earlier to match them up, and think very slowly and calmly and carefully. There is no react quick like you have to do in real physical confrontation. Just the opposite. It's calmness, ignoring the nonsense. You're going to have agencies protecting you for the email stuff too, I know. And if any of these paid harassers, and there probably will be some, come at you with some fake emails or anything, to try to incite you, they'll try to get you angry. I mean, I went through this stuff years ago. I can tell you, I documented it. I lived, and and I found out what lets you live and win. And I'm telling you, brother, right now, stay good yourself. Obey the law yourself. Stay calm. Get this wisdom out there, especially to Cody, so he lives and we all benefit by this very important asset for goodness. I've been working counter harassment over the internet since the internet first came out. I got it thrown at me for a number of different reasons, some pretty high level harassment too. And what I did was, over the years, just started to document it and then develop ways to counter it. And something very important I learned about internet harassment, which I think Cody is probably already getting, because that's what the big money would want to do. The big corrupt money that wants to suppress Cody, they don't really do hitmen, send out hitmen as much, maybe in rare circumstances. But nowadays, think about it, everybody has cameras. I mean, I got like 12 of them. You can get a pen camera with super high quality for like $8 on eBay. It looks just like a fat pen. And it has audio too, right? I can walk out of my house wired up with 7 or 8 cameras and you wouldn't even know it. So if somebody was doing something to me physically, I'm definitely going to get it on video and audio. Even if they saw something and pulled it away from me, I still have like redundancy. But there's a real important point that Cody must listen to, what I'm going to say about the big difference between physical harassment, physical confrontation, or whatever, from internet stuff. In many ways, you have to act in an opposite manner, and I'll tell you why. In a physical, real-life, let's say, fight or firefight, you have to move fast, think quick. You can't just stand around. You got to really be ready and roll and run as fast as you can. It's physical, breathing hard, and then you're going to win because you'll get away. Or you'll grab your weapon to defend yourself as the law allows. Okay? Not so with internet harassment. You move slow. If you're getting some crazy harassment thrown at you over the internet, like really nutty emails and somebody's pretending to be someone else, start to get a headache, you don't move quick. Just the opposite. You stay calm. Breathe calmly. Ignore. You got to do a lot. That's about the main key word to win at internet harassment. Not even win. Just live. Just protect yourself. Survive so you're okay. And they throw a lot of shit at you and you're just fine because you know how to counter it. And you do that really by ignoring a lot and staying calm. And your only method of getting back at them is using the law. Documenting. Let's say if someone sends you a threatening email, you document it. You can now sue that person in federal court. Okay? You don't get angry. All these sort of physical things that would have helped you in a physical confrontation, you now no longer do for internet harassment that you might receive. You do the opposite. It's not who can move faster who sort of wins. No, it's who can move slower and stay calmer and ignore most of it and not get upset. Okay? Some people have a beer to kind of help them. Some people take a little oxycodone, pain med, to mellow them out. A lot of people do cocaine, from what I understand, in the intelligence services. Supposedly Washington is being run by a giant cocaine network. And those are the ones going up against Trump right now, trying to impeach him. Because they've got $100 million a month cocaine pipeline coming in. And all these people trying to take out Trump, at least the bigger ones, they all go in the bathroom every day in their offices, and they've got a good amount of cocaine they get for free from all this cocaine pipeline. And they're scared Trump is going to stumble upon it and stamp it out, and even maybe arrest people. They don't want any part of that. And they've got gangsters they can call on too, and maybe integrate in with some corrupt intelligence op And all of it can be countered with just sheer goodness and love for all people without any hatred. This is very important for the higher level stuff. Not even wishing bad upon anyone. If we study King Solomon in Proverbs, near the end of his book, he says you don't even get happy if like your enemy is attacking you and then he stumbles. You don't even rejoice or be happy. No, you just sort of stay neutral and feel sorry for the guy. He's harming himself by trying to harm you or by trying to harm anyone. Okay, that is the same with internet harassment too. Is the same as physical harassment. Whoever does the harassing of any kind, yes, that is the same across the board. They will harm their own situation more because they're engaging in the anger and hatred and intent to harm and lies. They harm their own selves more. As long as you stay good and obey the law, you have nothing to worry about. Very little to worry about. And as I said, with internet harassment, the number one thing people need to learn, and I'm probably one of the best guys on the internet. I mean, I've actually like saved the lives of Marines, like prevented suicides of like one of the most famous girls on the internet some years ago, Boxy, came under tremendous harassment by the anonymous group, just for the hell of it, just because the group was showing how tough it was. There was no law enforcement. It was like the FBI ran away. Like no one came in to help this poor girl. I came in, prevented any possible suicide because she had actually disappeared for a few months. People were worried she might kill herself from like thousands of people mocking on her and videos attacking her, laughing at her. That's when I got pissed off and I came in and I brought her back onto the internet. I told her exactly how to handle it. Don't be scared. Stick with love for all people like the bigger rock stars. And that reminds me, Cody, you know, if you get any kind of like bigger rock stars that steps in somehow to protect you, that's real protection. They're actually hooked in with the intel, higher up intel agency people. For some reason, I found that out years ago when one of the biggest rock stars in the world stepped in to protect me when I came under very serious police harassment based on fake stories and all this nonsense. And it was getting really bad, and the rock star's managers started calling my house, leaving their personal cell phone number. You know, you want to stay 100% legal. That's your real strength, because we got a good president in office now. He's got good people now running everything. He's on you. You're on his side. This is the law. We are using the Constitution to protect us, and the law, federal law, protects you and me, all of us equally. And stay good yourself, stay law-abiding, stay calm. Ignore a lot of internet nonsense. You might be getting funky emails or threats. You win, you live by ignoring it and not getting angry. Because there's a lot of shit with internet harassment where they are intentionally trying to get you angry or scare the hell out of you or say some crazy nonsense. You ignore it and you stick with your own goodness and love. And you know now, you're working on the right side from what you were working years ago. You're now working to help prevent that stuff and stamp that stuff out in a good way using the law. I could see Trump hire you as some sort of a consultant at $125,000 a year. Why not? You know, that would be really the best. Maybe work with veterans at the same time, some sort of counseling or whatever. Trump is a green light for people that can help him. He knows he's under siege, and he's doing a good job staying calm, not getting bent out of shape, which is vital. But any people like you, he could get on his side somehow and privately have you work for the Trump administration in a security capacity. These agencies can hire people in a split second. You know, NSA, CIA. Even Justice Department, you know, they hire people. They can deputize you, make you a marshal or, NSA security consultant. Okay, so you stay on the side of the law. Stay good yourself. These people that were corrupt, they're on their way out. You don't get physical. You just ignore it mentally. And then you have to look at things that happen where it could be a case of harassment over the internet. slowly and carefully, which is like just the opposite from someone like playing football, where be forgiving. If someone is doing something, don't hate them. This is all like a waste of energy. And that's one of the main things that internet harassers would try to do, is get the person to waste their energy with constant barrages of emails and false accusations to the point where the person doesn't even go to sleep, for several nights in a row. I'm already like that because I got a half-broken neck. So I already know how to, it's hard living like that. Plus, I kind of know how to roll with it. And then at least I'm still alive, because I'm not getting any younger and my neck's not healing. So I got to be careful that I continue to wake up every morning with this very, very bad broken neck injury. Broken vertebrae. So anyway, I'm going to make another video when I gather my thoughts and get up a little more energy. I've been up for a couple of days because of my neck, like I said, and give you some more really good pointers. But the main thing you need to do, Cody, and it's easy for you because you're on the right side of goodness and love for all people, is stay law-abiding and make it known. Because then good law enforcement and the Trump administration won't definitely not do anything bad or try to arrest you or anything. Of course not, because you're verbally saying you are law-abiding and you're ready to work with, the government and federal law and stuff. That's strength. That's what protects you.